Ever wondered how substance abuse can turn love stories into heartbreaking tales? Well, if you have, then you're not alone. Substance abuse is a complex challenge that affects not just the individual, but their romantic partners and families as well. It's a personal issue, yes, but it's also a relational concern that can drastically alter the dynamics of a relationship. Let's take a moment to gauge the prevalence of this issue. In 2017, a staggering 19.7 million individuals who were 12 years or older had a substance use disorder, according to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. This is not an isolated issue. It's widespread, reaching into the lives of countless individuals and their loved ones. The effects of substance abuse extend far beyond the individual struggling with the disorder. It seeps into their relationships, changing the dynamics in ways that are often challenging to navigate. It can lead to diminished intimacy, increased mistrust, and a lack of relational safety due to the unpredictability of the individual's substance use. Love and understanding, two fundamental pillars of any relationship, can suddenly seem shaky and uncertain. The trajectory of a relationship can also become unpredictable when one partner is battling substance use disorder. There often comes a moment of awakening, a pivotal point in the relationship when the other partner becomes acutely aware of the substance use problem. From this moment on, the relationship dynamics shift as the struggle intensifies and the family system begins to revolve around the issue. The family dynamic changes to balance the family's functioning with the substance user's challenges. Substance abuse, in its essence, is a relational concern. It affects not just the individual, but also the people who love and care for them. The impact is profound, altering the course of relationships and leaving lasting effects on all involved. Indeed, the ripple of substance abuse extends far beyond the individual and infiltrates the fabric of their relationships. This is the reality for many, and it's a reality that needs understanding, awareness, and compassion to navigate. Navigating the stormy seas of a loved one's substance abuse can significantly alter the dynamics of a relationship. Substance abuse can introduce a concept known as relationship vulnerability. This is a state where trust, intimacy, and safety become compromised. When your partner is battling substance abuse, you may find that the closeness you once shared is replaced with a growing distance. This isn't about physical distance, but rather an emotional gulf that widens with every unpredictable episode of substance use. The trust that is the bedrock of any relationship is also put to the test. Dealing with a partner's substance abuse often means grappling with lies and deceit, as the person struggling tries to hide or downplay their problem. This can lead to a profound sense of mistrust, which can further strain the relationship. Also, the feeling of safety within the relationship can be eroded. The unpredictability of a partner's substance use can create an environment of constant anxiety and fear. The home, which should be a haven of peace and security, can turn into a battleground, leaving the non-substance abusing partner feeling emotionally and sometimes physically unsafe. But the impact of substance abuse on a relationship doesn't stop at vulnerability. It also sends the relationship on an unpredictable trajectory. Many people in these situations can pinpoint a moment of awakening, a defining incident when they realized the gravity of their partner's substance abuse. From this point onward, the dynamics of the relationship shift dramatically. The focus moves from ordinary couple struggles to a battle against substance abuse, often leading to the entire family system organizing around the problem. This new trajectory can bring about significant changes. The relationship can become more about managing crises than nurturing love and growth. The non-substance abusing partner may find themselves in the role of a caretaker rather than a lover, often feeling more like a parent than a partner. Substance abuse can indeed be a game changer, morphing the trajectory of relationships in ways one could never foresee. How does it feel to love someone caught in the clutches of substance abuse? It's like walking on a tightrope, where one misstep could lead to a catastrophic fall. Your heart aches as you watch them battle their demons, and you yearn for the person they used to be before the substance took a hold of their life. The third theme in Sperandio's research addresses this very struggle. The individuals who love a partner battling substance abuse often find themselves in an emotional whirlwind. They are caught between their love for the person and the pain of witnessing their partner's self-destruction. It's a constant tug-of-war between hope and despair, between staying and leaving. The emotional turmoil is only the tip of the iceberg. The struggle intensifies as the substance abuse progresses. It's like living with a ticking time bomb, never knowing when it will explode. The unpredictability of the situation creates a constant state of anxiety, keeping you on your toes, always vigilant, always worried. You may find yourself questioning your own sanity, doubting your own judgment. You may feel guilt and shame, wondering if you're somehow responsible for your partner's addiction. You may feel helpless and powerless as you watch the person you love slowly crumble under the weight of their addiction. Yet, in the midst of this chaos, you also find moments of resilience and courage. You learn to navigate the stormy seas of substance abuse, finding strength in the most unexpected places. You learn to set boundaries, to protect your own mental and emotional well-being. You discover a sense of purpose, a resolve to stand by your partner, to support them in their struggle, to help them find their way back from the abyss. Loving someone struggling with substance abuse is not for the faint-hearted. It's a journey filled with trials and tribulations, a journey that requires strength, patience, and a whole lot of love. But with the right support and resources, it's a journey that can lead to recovery and healing, not just for the person battling the addiction, but for you as well. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. There are others who have walked this path before you, and there's help available for both you and your partner. Loving someone struggling with substance abuse is a journey filled with trials and tribulations, a journey that requires strength, patience, and a whole lot of love. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. But how does one cope with a loved one's substance abuse? In the face of such adversity, adaptive coping skills and outside support become crucial lifelines. Adaptive coping skills are strategies that help individuals manage stress in a healthy way, promoting resilience and mental fortitude. These could include maintaining a balanced diet and regular exercise, practicing mindfulness and meditation, or engaging in hobbies that bring joy and a sense of fulfillment. It could also mean learning to set healthy boundaries, understanding that it's okay to step back when the situation becomes overwhelming. It's about self-care, which isn't selfish, but necessary, especially when caring for a loved one with substance abuse. But we're not islands, and no one is expected to navigate these rough waters alone. This is where the power of outside support comes into play. The social network of the non-substance abusing partner can significantly buffer the impact of their loved one's substance use. Friends, family, faith groups, and professional support networks can provide a safe space for sharing experiences, expressing emotions, and seeking advice. They can offer a listening ear, a comforting word, or a shoulder to lean on during challenging times. Support groups in particular can be a valuable resource. Connecting with others who are in similar situations can provide a sense of shared understanding and solidarity. It can reassure you that you're not alone, that others have walked this path and have found ways to cope and even thrive. Professional help is another vital component of this support network. Therapists, counselors, and other mental health professionals can offer personalized strategies to manage stress, deal with emotions, and maintain a healthy relationship with the struggling partner. They can provide a safe and confidential environment to explore feelings, fears, and frustrations, offering guidance and support along the way. In essence, this network of support serves as a lifeline, promoting enhanced physical and psychological well-being. It empowers individuals to not just survive, but thrive, even in the face of adversity. It reminds us that it's okay to ask for help, to lean on others, and to take care of ourselves. While substance abuse is a formidable foe, the power of support and effective coping mechanisms should never be underestimated. Help is at hand, but how and where do we seek it? When faced with the challenge of substance abuse in a relationship, it's crucial to remember, you're not alone. It may feel like you're waging a solitary battle, but there are resources available to provide support, guidance, and advice. Often, the first line of support comes from those closest to us, our family and friends. These individuals can provide emotional support, a listening ear, and sometimes even practical help. Having a trusted circle around you can provide a sense of security and stability during a tumultuous period. But what about when family and friends aren't enough or aren't available? That's where faith can come into play. For many, faith offers a source of strength and resilience, a sense of purpose, and a community of people who share similar beliefs and values. Faith communities can provide a lifeline during difficult times, offering companionship, understanding, and spiritual guidance. In addition to these informal supports, there's also a plethora of formal support available. This can include therapists and counselors, support groups, and recovery programs. These professionals and organizations have the training and experience to help navigate the complexities of substance abuse. They can provide strategies for coping, advice on setting boundaries, and offer a safe space to discuss feelings and fears. The key is to remember that there's no right way to seek help. What works for one person might not work for another. It's about finding the resources and supports that resonate with you and your situation. It's also important to remember that seeking help isn't a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. It takes courage to admit when things are tough and to reach out for help. You're not failing by seeking support. You're taking an important step towards a healthier and happier future. In the end, it's about reaching out, seeking help, and remembering that no one has to fight this battle alone. Together, we can overcome.